do you want to tag your boy in the video? I need to learn how to tag though.
You on yet?
Yeah, I'm on now. I don't know how to tag nobody though. Alright, peace and blessings, Galactic family. It's your boy Travoy, Omni Amanashi, also known as Omni Omnis. Okay? And today we're doing Sunday Soul Sessions with Brother Omni Omnis. Okay? Master teacher / student of natural sciences. Okay? So you already know it's Black Power for one thing. You feel me? Black Power, dark energy, dark matter, dark people. Alright? So today we're gonna be building on cell theory, okay? So I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with cell theory, okay? But cell theory, so first of all, this is gonna be a build about cellular biology, okay? So cell biology is the study of cell structure and function, okay? It revolves around the concept that the cell is the fundamental unit of life, okay? So focusing on the cell permits a detailed understanding of the tissues and the organisms which cells compose, understanding that we are physical beings, biological entities. We are composed of matter, and when you go to investigate matter, you see that cellular evolution is a part of how bodily tissues are formed, and we are formed from those bodily tissues. So whether you're talking about the hair, the skin, the bones, the muscles, the organs, all of that is formed from cells. So we want to focus on the personality of cells, if you rather. Look at cells like individuals. You study the structure and the function, and you're able to get a better understanding of the role that it play, those cells play in biological entities. Okay, so basic biology teaches, right, that genotype, which is the genetic material, okay, genotype meaning gene type, which is the genetic material, translates and transcribes into phenotype, which are the physical characteristics and traits of a living organism, okay? So we need to understand that when you look into the ABO blood groups system and the RH system, and you're trying to understand RH positive, RH negative, okay, you have to understand that cells are a part of who we are, okay? So melanated people have a different cellular composition than non-melanated people, okay? So we possess electromagnetic conductive cells. So this is one way to distinguish if an individual shares the same phenotypical group or the same genotypical group, okay? So we know some people undergo melanoma, sunburn, skin cancer, and that's based on how much melanin an individual has. So people of the African phenotypical group, we tend to be better with photosynthesis. So we're photosynthetic life forms. We don't get sunburned because we have more melanin than other individuals. Okay, so when you understand the role that melanin plays in the blood is like a biochemical fuel. Okay, so when you look at it, it's like when you go to get gas. Okay, you got certain cars that require higher levels of octane, higher levels of fuel, higher qualities of fuel. Okay, so when you're a melanated person, your vehicle, your blood type has to be a very conductive or very energy convergent type of blood type. Okay, so we fit the characteristics of the O blood group. Okay, so O stands for original. Okay, and so we are the Rh negative blood group. Hold on 1 second. What's up? All right. Yeah. So we the Rh negative blood group. Rh is an acronym for rhesus monkey factor. Okay, and it's named after the rhesus macaque, which is a real primate indigenous to the geographical location of Europe. Okay, so this is where the Rh factor comes in. It was discovered by a geneticist by the name of Carl Landsteiner in the 1940s when there was an experiment conducted between a rhesus monkey and a rabbit. Okay, so they was trying to do a blood transfusion, and it came out a negative experiment because the rabbit ended up dying from incompatibility of the antigens. So you know that in incompatibility of blood transfusions, there's a antigenic autoimmune response of the immune system. And some blood types possess antigens, some don't. So if you receive blood from an individual that's not of the same blood group as you can potentially die. You feel me? Because your blood is a different quality of biochemical fuel than that other individual. Antigens are actually pathogens. Okay, so some individuals have, in a way, contaminated blood. Okay, because blood does not necessarily need to be antigenic based. Actually, antigens are not a part of the natural human anatomy. Okay, so antigens are common in primates, and like I said, they found it when they observed the rhesus monkey. And so Europeans are into genetics, and they're studying, and they're looking into the origins of who they are. Okay, and they find out that they share this genetic marker with primates. So this is what the evolution theory comes from, of humans coming from monkeys. So humans don't come from monkeys. Okay, come to find out, some people do. Okay, some humans possess this Rh antigen factor and some do not. Okay, so the good thing about it is at least they admit that. You feel me? So I don't agree with all of the information, but some of it is something that we may want to examine, and we most definitely want to get that scientific literacy amongst the black community, because this is also a good way of determining who we are biologically. Okay, so to my understanding, pigments are molecules that absorb specific wavelengths of energy. Okay, so in chemistry, in basic chemistry, they teach that physical objects absorb and reflect sunlight based upon chemical composition. Okay, so if an individual is conducting sunlight like a melanated being, we are photosynthetic. That means that we possess cells that are different from an individual that lacks that ability to conduct the sunlight successfully without undergoing cellular mutations such as melanoma, skin cancer, etc. Okay, so we are photosynthetic life forms. Okay, so I feel like this is a very good way to make the determination as who is Rh negative and who is Rh positive. Okay, regardless of what they even document. Okay, nothing is better than going to nature for your answers. Okay, this is where all science come from anyway. We go to nature to determine validity of any accusation, any theory. We must look to nature for consistencies to determine if this is true or not. So okay, so like I said, what we at? Let me make sure I'm on track. Okay, head loss. Okay, let's talk about that. Head lice. Everybody know black people don't get head lice. Okay, we know that. You feel me? We got to go ahead and come back to earth for just a little bit and build on the basics. We all know black people do not get head lice. Okay, So head lice, I'm going to the definition. It says either of two small wingless parasites, okay, insects that live on the skin of mammals and birds. Okay, so that's what lice is. Okay, it's a small wingless parasite, an insect that lives on the skin of mammals and birds. Okay, and this just so happens to be common in people that are not of African descent. Okay, people that are not of African descent tend to develop hair lice. Okay, and it's a parasite. Okay, and why is this relevant? Because when you look at blood cells, that's why I say structure and function. There are certain blood cells that are pathogenic cells. Okay, so cells are seeds, just like when you plant an apple seed into the ground, you produce an apple tree. Cells are seeds. Humans begin the evolutionary life cycle as sperm and egg cells. So when you were born, you are planted as a seed, but right now you are that seed or those cells in the evolved matured state. Okay, but depending on your ancestry or your biological donors, okay, that is the determining factor of your genes, your DNA, okay, your genetic coding, biological ingredients, okay, genetic formulas, okay, and we see right here, and when we examine the germ theory, right, germ theory of diseases, right, it states that microorganisms, also known as pathogens, okay, or germs, can lead to disease, right? These small organisms, too small to see without magnification, invades humans and other animals and other living hosts, okay, according to the germ theory. This is the root of disease, pathogens, okay? And it just so happens when you examine what an antigen is a pathogenic substance which contaminates the surface of red blood cells. And this is the actual determining factor for the Rh factor. It is a blood marker that is common in primates, found in some modern humans. Okay, and this is a pathogenic cell. Okay, a contamination of the blood. Okay, so when people experience sunburn, this is a example of acidification. Okay, and acidification and toxins are the bed for germs and disease. Okay, so this is the most likely to be people of European descent and people of Asian descent, okay, which are said to possess the Rh factor. Okay, so some humans are not original humans. Some people are hybrid humans, and that's no disrespect. That's just science, it's just the facts. If we go into the human anatomy and we study cells, and we come to find out that there are cells present in the human anatomy that is consistent with the biological structure of primates. Okay? So, like I said, don't feel no type of way, because that's not everybody. You may be good, especially if you are a melanated person. Now, based upon the research that I'm doing right now with microbiology, cell biology, and hematology, all the signs points towards the people that are melanated being those of indigenous descent, being natural individuals who have organic biochemistry. Therefore, we are the most suitable to the natural environment, okay? And we do very well in tropical temperate environments. And, just considering that this is a solar system. You feel me? So no matter where you go, you can't evade the sun. So it is in your best interest to be in proper alignment with that sun. Okay? And that's something that's not of man-made influence. Okay? So I hope y'all following along with me. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get more of these sessions going on. I'm most definitely looking to build and reach to more brothers and sisters of the conscious community that are looking to grow and expand in their consciousness. Okay, there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to build about, but I'm really, just getting into the motion of things, right? And we want to keep that 360-degree constant going. Okay, so we're going to be doing Sunday soul sessions, okay, with Brother Omni Omnis every Sunday at the same time, 6 o'clock. Okay, so I know there's something new. We just starting to get this going. You feel me? But this is an attempt to add scientific literacy to the black community. Okay, now we understand that the religious belief systems have been around for quite a while. But it at the same time, what fruit are these religions bearing in our communities? Okay, and I believe that we most definitely need to add this scientific literacy. Okay, so I'm looking to build with other people who are interested in the scientific aspect as well as spirituality, because that's not to be separated from science. Some people believe spirituality and science are separate, but they are actually one and the same. Okay, the more knowledgeable you are, the more spiritual you're able to be. Okay, knowledge is a tool. Okay, but anyway, I appreciate y'all for tagging along with me, so far. And like I said, I'm gonna try to put, this thing together and try to organize it a little bit more. But like I said, it's just an attempt to reach out and build with more people of the conscious community that feel that scientific literacy is needed. Okay. But yes, let me see. How long have we been on? How long we been on, baby? 24 minutes. All right, 24 minutes. It's getting hot, too. I got to get some water, boy. It's about to get real. You got to have it. Yeah, when you melanated, you like a plant. You got to have water, man. You got to have light, and you got to have that water. So, yeah, man, Sunday soul sessions with Brother Omni Omnis. Basic biology teaches that genotype, which is the genetic material, translates and transcribes into phenotype, which is the physical characteristics and traits of a living organism. Okay, meaning that gene type, which is your blood type, the genetic material, is responsible for your physical appearance. Okay, so do you understand what that means, black people? That means that people who share similar phenotypical characteristics and traits, people who look alike, share the same genes or similar genes. Okay, so there's no way that you can have an individual who is O negative that is Caucasian, and then you have another individual that is O negative that is a brother, an African brother. Okay, because they have different phenotypical traits, meaning that they have different genotypes, meaning their genetic material, their blood type is not the same. Now, this is something that they let get by in modern science, okay? But I ain't gonna let it get by, you feel me? Because logically, it's inconsistent, brothers and sisters, okay? Everybody who looks the same, just like lions and tigers and bears and different species, gazelles, whatever, giraffes, whatever, they look the same because they have the same genes, okay? So all melanated people share the same bloodline, the same gene type, okay? Which is the genetic material. Now, this is something that's not really taught, but I believe that we must consider this, okay? Because there's a lot of fussing, a lot of arguing, a lot of debating amongst the conscious community. And if we only knew that we all descend from the same bloodline, that DNA or biological ingredients, genetic formulas to producing a certain result. When I'm cooking, whatever I want to make, the ingredients that I put into what I want to make is going to determine the result. It's the same thing in genetics. If you look the same, you share the same genes. Don't let these white people fool you, trying to make it seem like, you can confuse genotype and phenotype. That's basic biology, okay? So black people, like I said, melanated people, which are the O blood types, we all share the same bloodline, meaning that our cellular composition, because your blood type consists of cell count and a cellular composition, meaning that there are certain groups of cells that are present in your DNA that is responsible for your blood group. So we share the same cellular composition, okay? Meaning that the cells of melanated people and the cells of non-melanated people can be traced back to separate origins, considering that alleles, okay, which is one or two or more alternative forms of a gene that arise by mutation, which are mutant cells that occur in Rh positives. Those are new, more recent cellular mutations that occur in the human genome, okay? So the cells vary, okay? We have electromagnetic conductive cells, and they have toxic pathogenic cells. And sunburn is a result of being acidified, okay? Being toxified, okay? So we understand that nature does not lie, okay? Energy does not lie. So we know that we are in harmony with nature and the universe more than any other phenotypical group, considering that melanin is the very factor that determines how much sunlight you can endure as a species. And we are the most photosynthetic life forms on the planet, okay? The most athletic in sports, you feel me? The most creative when it comes to music, there's many ways, many examples, that I could put out there. But yeah, melanated people are very gifted, very talented, very favored, very blessed people, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad to be a part of that group. So glad to have y'all guys tuning in, man. But like I said, I'm about to be doing this way more often. And you know what I'm saying? Just, for my nigga Nipsey Hussle, you feel me? We see that we got much work to do out here. We can't be out here playing, man. Like, it's too much. It's too much division, too many distractions that could, get us off focus. But at the end of the day, it's about the indigenous population and the colonial population, okay? We dealing with these colonial wars. So we know at the end of the day, man, we got to come together and we got to become organized, yo. We got to come together. We got to become organized and make it happen. That's a fact. So, what you guys think about cell biology? Is this something that you guys feel that is relevant to the black community? Is this a method? Is this a way that we can trace and determine who we are? Or is history a better way? Do you feel like history is more manipulative? As if, it's easier to manipulate history versus science? Because when we go into the cells won't lie. They won't lie. Okay, if you have acid cells, when you go into the sun, you will experience a cellular autoimmune response. And that's a fact. So, like I said, nature don't lie. Energy doesn't lie. And science does not lie. Okay, there's a difference from modern science and from ancient science, okay? I am a natural scientist. You feel me? I deal with the study of natural sciences. Now, I understand that modern science has a different philosophy than me, and their job is to be as unnatural as possible. But I'm here to bring the natural perspective back, you feel me? Because I understand the key to chemistry and the key to the thermodynamic system, because that's what a solar system is. This is a thermodynamic system dealing with thermal energy and chemical energy. Okay, chemical energy being manifested from thermal energy, and thermal energy and chemical energy returning back into thermal energy. Okay, so we are the most suitable in this solar system, and you know that's a fact. So any questions that you guys may have, I mean, feel free to hop in the comments and let me know. I'm looking to build. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about it? Yeah, that's cool, bro. Yeah, it's cool. I'm trying to build, bro. Like, what's good with you? How you been, man? Black power, my nigga. But yeah, man, I'm trying to, we got to come together, brother. Like, we the same people. You feel me? We got to begin to come together, get organized, you know, get the structure going and stay motivated, bro. And, you know, and put your heart into it, bro. You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to do. I really believe that it's time for African people to be liberated. It's time for balance, bro. It's been too unbalanced for too long. And at the end of the day, your biological inheritance is going to be key in what, you know, in the way that things play out. So I'm just trying to get us exposed to the scientific understanding of who we are as melanated people. Okay, we are most definitely the original humans. What's good, my nigga? Blessings, my nigga from East Wake. What's good? At blessings, King. Yeah, man, we got to put it together, brother. We got to get the motion going, man. 360, my nigga, for real. But either way, you know what I'm saying? The strong survive. You know, we done been through a lot as black people, bro, and we still here. We ain't going nowhere. You feel me? Don't matter if we take one of us out. You know what I'm saying? It's hey, we out populating these white people, man. We about to outpopulate them. We about to get them off the planet by overpopulating. That's facts. Word up. Oh yeah, R.I.H. to my nigga Nipsey too, man. They know that brother was doing big things for black people too. Word up. Yeah, man. So how important is scientific literacy? Okay. And biological identity. What is the best way to make that determining factor? Can we change our names? Can we change our birth certificates? Can we change our social security number? I'm pretty sure we could. But one thing that you cannot change is your biological inheritance. Okay, this is something that is naturally influenced. You feel me? This is something that is God-given. God-given, naturally influenced. So biological identity is very important. And I feel like it's something that Europeans been trying to evade for a long time. The fact that they are unnatural, the fact that they are hybrids, the fact that they are not native, the fact that they had to steal and rob to, you know, to be able to be where they are today. You feel me? Because, they started out with nothing because, you know, they're not of native descent. And back then, the way that it worked was things was passed down the line through inheritance. You feel me? RH positives are supposed to be hybrid humans. So that means that they are subspecies of humans. They're not original. They're a new variation of humans that has undergone cellular mutations. And that's why they experience the sunburn, melanoma, and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's the melanin deficiency. But that's why they mad, though. You feel me? That's why they mad, my nigga. Word up. But yeah, man. But yeah, they you know, they want to be us, though. You feel me? And at the end of the day, we the chosen, we the selected. Straight like that. So what's some more issues, man, y'all want to build about, man? I got a hell of information, but I just had a little something prepared for right now. just to get the Sunday Soul Sessions. I like to ring it at too, the Sunday Soul Sessions. Which is dealing with scientific literacy and historical literacy for African people, African studies for African people. Okay, you have to start interested in each other, man, and making sure that we move real right. Soul Sunday Sessions, Sunday Soul Sessions with Brother Omni Omnis. Natural science, another 360-degree cycles of light, cell biology, hematology, and microbiology. Okay. Matter of fact, let me build too on the leukocytes. Leukocytes, okay, from Greek, leuk, meaning white, okay, cyte, from Greek, meaning cell, means white cell or white blood cells, okay. Now, these white blood cells serve no true biological purpose in the universe, okay. We know that in the universe we deal with forces, and the main forces are the weak nuclear force, the strong nuclear force, the magnetic force, and electrical force. So the means in which energy is generated throughout this universe is by the electrical and magnetic transport. Okay, so our blood, which are red blood cells, which are colored cells, and colored people are responsible for our pigment. So we have a higher concentration of RBCs than non-melanated people, okay? So their non-pigmentation is the result of WBC dominancy, okay? So the white blood cell count is so high that it results in non-pigmented tissues, okay? So, like I said, understanding the structure and the function of cells helps you to, get a better idea of how those cells work and how to identify certain characteristics of those cells, okay? And these are toxin cells, okay? And they serve no true biological function, okay? I know they don't teach that in modern education, but that's facts. Okay, electricity, magnetism, that's all we're looking for in the universe, okay? The positive charge and the negative charge. You feel me? So, so red blood cells, which are colored cells, okay? Hemoglobins, right? These are a metallic base medium in which electricity from the sun is conducted through photosynthesis in melanated people. Okay, so the magnetic properties in melanated people is what allows us to receive these electrical signals from the sun. That's what makes us photosynthetic. See, these people who are not melanated don't have the same RBC count as we do, and that's why they can't conduct the light in the same way. Okay, so being one with the light is very important. Like I said, this is a solar system. You feel me? Everything is based upon electromagnetics, okay, and the universal forces, okay. So our blood, right, is a biochemical fuel. It's a ferromagnetic liquid, okay. Peace and blessings, Queen. Ashe. Peace and blessings. So the blood is a ferromagnetic liquid, okay? So ferro means iron. So when I say ferromagnetic liquid, I mean iron-based liquid, okay? So iron is a metallic alloy, okay? So it's a part of the molecular structure of hemoglobins, okay, which consists of iron and oxygen, okay, iron oxide, okay, and these are the means in which we generate energy from the sun, okay, electromagnetic conduction, okay, we are the photosynthetic life forms, all right, in perfect harmony with the sun, with space and the stars and nature and everything that is of the natural arrangement. And it's all because of your biological identity. And it's a blessing to be melanated. and to know that the celestial deities is within, you feel me? And that the forces are within. Okay? Ashe, Queen, Ashe, blessings. The forces are within, all right? And when we look into the human anatomy of melanated people, we see that there is a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference, most definitely. All right? And we are all one, okay? Like I told the brother earlier, basic biology, genotype, which is the genetic material, translates and transcribes into phenotype, which are the physical characteristics and traits, meaning that your blood type, which is your genotype, your genetic material, is directly responsible for your physical appearance, meaning all groups of humans who share similar characteristics share the same blood type, the same bloodline. Your blood type determines your bloodline. Okay? And we all descend from the same origins. The same origins. So there ain't no need to debate with the Hebrew Israelites or none of that. You feel me? Because them brothers tripping. We the same. That's facts. I can prove that. You got to know how bodily tissues are formed, brother. When you know how bodily tissues are formed and you trace the origins of how those tissues are formed and when those tissues were formed, then you will get a better perception. And we don't want to come from a partial perception. We understand that the cosmic perception is the godly perception, and that to do things in a holistic way is the African way, okay? And so we want to do things holistically, brothers. And when in regards to nature, the only thing that stands out is hybrid creations. All hybrid creations emerge at a separate point in time than original organisms or original species. All original species derive from the same natural creation process. Okay? And that is through the means of stellar evolution and elemental fusion, where the fundamental basics of matter is arranged through the exchange of positive and electrical and negative magnetic forces to create the substances that we see, such as every liquid, every solid, every gas, okay, is made from the same process. Now, a modification of the creation process is where we go wrong, black people. The modification of the natural creation process to modify the arrangement of atoms to disrupt a multi-trillion year creation process in which the sun is creating and calculating and arranging the elemental forces of reality. Okay? So we have to know the difference between man and nature, black people. And I think that's the main difference. We got to go to the source. We can't keep doing the middleman, the belief, the religion. We got to know. So we looking for a knowing system. A knowing system. No more belief systems. Just knowing systems. That's the only way we're gonna get it done. Okay. So, like I said, Sunday Soul Sessions, Brother Omni Omnis. Be sure to tune in. All right. Master student / teacher of natural sciences. So when we build, you already know the perspective that I'm coming from. Okay, I feel like when you go to nature, you know, there's no way that you can go wrong in your answers. Okay, so that's the way we want to go, brothers and sisters. All right, so I'm not gonna hold up too much more of your time, but I'm I appreciate y'all for sticking in there with me for this long. But we're gonna try to get it a little bit more organized for next week, and we're gonna be doing Sunday Soul Sessions with Brother Omni Omnis. Okay, this week it was cell theory. All right, y'all think about that. Y'all take down some notes and ask some questions and try to get back at me, yo. And let's try to make some sense of this thing. Is scientific literacy important? And is cell biology a means of determining biological identity? Who are we? Who are we in the eyes of creation? Who are we in the eyes of nature? Okay. All right. So I appreciate y'all. Like I said, the build was great, and I'm looking forward to doing more. I most definitely will be back next Sunday to do this thing again. We'll be sending it off at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So be ready for that. And if you get a chance, be sure to hit me up on the YouTube too. You can hit me at youtube.com/The Morning Star Omni Aminashi, and that's The Morning Star Omni Aminashi is spelled OMNIAMUNASE. So if you put that right in, it should pop right up. But other than that, I appreciate y'all. The bill was greatly appreciated, and can't wait to get back to it. So on that note, I'm gonna get up with y'all a little bit later. Peace and blessings. I see.